Hi guys, I am back with yet another episode of my Java Edition Let's Play series. This is episode 4. Eek. There's like a creeper out there. I've just loaded the world, so everything's taking just a few minutes to load. So in the previous episodes, we worked on a couple of farms. So we've got the wheat farm here. I don't have potatoes, carrots, or beetroots yet. I've got tiny little sugarcane farm. Got the sheep farm, cows and pigs. I didn't worry about the chickens yet. I feel like we should go and get rid of that creeper. Let's go do that. Oh, unless he's walked away. Is he going to come surprise me later on? Everything's still lagging just a little bit because I did just load the world. So, in this episode, I have finished most of the house, I think. Yeah, I think I got it all done in the last episode. Yes, all the roof is on, but you may have noticed the house is tiny and it really needs expanding. It's really not big enough already to store everything I need. So, we might get to that in this episode. I have plans to put a greenhouse on the side of it, but what I really need to do today is get this tree farm sorted out a bit. I need to chop all these trees down and relocate some of them. I'd like to move them a little bit further away up against that little hill over there. So that's what I'm going to be working on for a little while. I may fast forward through this bit so you don't have to watch me chop down a whole bunch of trees. None of the oak trees grew giant silly trees, so I'm going to start with those. This should give me enough wood to build some more fences. And I've got plenty of cobblestone now, so I may even put a cute little wall around the outside of the tree farm. And then we'll go from there. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've got all of the trees chopped down. I'm just going to wait for a few more leaves to fall. I need a couple more saplings. Whoop, there goes another one. So you need 4 dark oak saplings to be able to plant a dark oak tree. You need 4 spruce saplings to plant the giant spruce. So I do need a couple more of both of those. Let's just hope I get them. While I'm waiting for all those to drop, I'll move these dirt blocks so that we can rebuild the... Ooh, I can see one. Rebuild the birch farm. Now, I don't really often use the birch wood for building. I don't like the texture of it. The colour, there's not really much I do like about it. It looks great in the forest, but not on my houses. What I do use it for a lot of the time is charcoal. It's fabulous for charcoal. The birch trees don't grow too high, so you can cut them down without having to jump build up or anything like that, which is really, really fabulous. So that's why I always have a birch farm, just in case you ever run out of coal, or if you find a village and want to trade all your coal, you can switch your fuel source over to charcoal without having to do all the heavy work later on of collecting the saplings and planting out the farm. So I'm going to lay out a bit of a tree farm over here. And we're going to get... The only tree I don't have yet is acacia. Again, it's not one of my favorite woods, so I'm not too sad about that. I'm sure I'll add it to my collection at some point. But for now, Let's get rid of some of this grass. I think I'll put some of it back later on to decorate, but for now I just need to focus on getting the farms set up so that I've got enough resources to not have to stress every time I need wood. Fabulous, nice clear space. That's much better for our trees. So the types of wood I've got to plant, or the trees I've got to plant, are birch, oak, giant spruce, and the dark oak. I believe that's the sun going down already. Not fabulous. So I don't need this many oak trees planted. I think we're going to have to leave it overnight, and I'll have to come back out first thing in the morning and do this because the sun is disappearing very quickly behind that mountain. So when we left off in the last episode, I just harvested these farms, so there's not much to do there. Except I do want to encase that in a bit of a greenhouse. That's not quite enough wheat. I do want bigger wheat farms, but I have so much space out here. And you know, up there, we're in the middle of a massive plains biome, so I've got plenty of space to move those farms around and just keep a small one here handy and put the rest just someplace else. So there's all my wood. I probably need more fences, so I'll get that real quick. What should we make the fences from? Probably oak. I don't want to turn all of that into planks, so let's do half. And then fences. There we go. That should be enough. Should for now. Let's sleep. Now I don't think I've got enough cobblestone to build an entire wall. Well, I've got quite a bit, but it's still probably not quite enough. So I'm going to grab some of that, and that's why I've got the extra fences to fence off the parts that I can't encase in the wall yet. I'll need that. Put the logs. Actually, we're going to use... let's use some spruce in the wall. Actually, let's just do a mixture. Let's do a bit of everything. I want those then. Then I might get rid of all of this. So I'm going to make these into, no, not those, slabs. And I've got one piece of that left. That's so awesome. And the rest of that oak into slabs. So I'll use that to top off the wall. So let's head back out. Hopefully no more creepers. I need to put this door on around the other way. It's really stressing me out because it opens on the wrong side. But I'll do that later. That's really not an urgent task. Alright, so dark oak on this side. We're going to stick with the spruce over this side. Probably just in here, I think we'll do. And there is still just a little bit of podzol here. I think once I get a enchanted shovel with silk touch, would make that pretty easy to pick all that up. That way I can use it in pathing and other fun things. So this is going to generate more podzol down this side, which is fine. And I've got enough to plant 3. I still need to be considerate that I don't go too spread out because I have to put a wall and fences around this. So I don't want to go too far away. But Right there looks pretty good, and I've got one left over. I might put that somewhere else. So, dark oak in that corner. I've got the giant spruce there, and the birch and oak are going to go here in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, was that right? 1, 2, 3. No, one more. 4 between. That's better. And this one goes right here. And these are going to come out this way. I feel like 6 is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got 6 saplings for the birch too, so I guess 6 will do for now. I may expand it that way just a tiny bit and add one more row. 8 is a pretty good number to have. Considering I'm oh, that's grown already. That was fast. Only playing in single player, so I don't really need to, you know, provide wood for a huge team of players. It's just me. And there's only so much I can build in the series, so that looks decent enough. Now we'll start with the wall. I always do cobblestone on the bottom layer because of its blast protection. So if a creeper does wander up against the wall, I don't have to worry about them blowing up half of my building. I also use cobblestone for the walls, and then my other buildings are often stone brick or other variants. That way you can really distinguish between walls and buildings. And cobblestone is cheap, you guys. Like, it may not always be the most attractive block. Some people really don't like it. I think it can be used in combination with other blocks, which is what I'll be doing here. Hey, alright, cool. Go like that. As if that didn't break the grass. Again. I'll just go between the grass then, make my job easier. Ooh, that's a little bit close. Let's take those ones out. We'll go out this way a little bit. And one more there. Now I'm just making a really wonky looking wall because who wants straight lines? Straight lines are not attractive. This just works for me. You could always do them perfectly straight little squares, but I'm not interested. And I'm just placing them randomly. There's no pattern. I'm not going 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, nothing like that. It is just completely random. Later on, I may put a gate in that side because there's still quite a bit of space out there, so I can always, you know, build something else behind it. But for now, it's just going to be totally enclosed so that mobs can't wander in. And I'm going to add a second layer. Okay, we've got 2 rows. I am going to go back along and do a 3rd layer along some of it. Not right on the edges where it tapers down and there's no more wall, just so it doesn't look so jarring against nothing. Those sections should be a bit shorter. I'm not going to have the whole wall all the same height. I do need a bit more cobblestone though. I think that should do. It's just a little bit over 1 stack to do the first layer of the wall, so this should be enough. And so we're going to have a slope, gradient going up. So 1 and then 2, and then we'll start with the 3. Some bits can have gaps as long as mobs aren't going to be able to jump over. Because there's a 1 block high little step there, I think I'll do this section definitely 3 blocks, and then as we come around here we can start to vary that. Some, obviously you can chuck 4 blocks on, make it a little higher, and just make it entirely wonky. And then once again, as it gets closer to the edge here, we'll taper it down. So, the sun's going down again, but that's fine. I've got most of the main part of the wall in. What I do need to do is add the spruce logs as supports, and I may use stripped spruce just so it's not too different. We want it to sort of blend a little bit. And then I will go along and top off the wall in some sections with some of the slabs. Some parts can have, dark oak planks, but I'm going to use a combination of pretty much all of these blocks down here. And this fence as well. And maybe the dark oak planks in one bit, since I've only got one left. But that's just going to create a whole lot of variety in the wall. It'll stop it from looking like just a blank wall. We're going with a really organic build for this map. It fits a little better with the space. It's not quite dark enough. It's going to fit better with the space that we've got, and just a look that I'm going for. Just waiting for that sun to go down. Then I need to work out what kind of lighting I want to do. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously I'll use some lanterns, but I need to design some kind of light post or something. We'll see how we go. Sun's back up. Alright, so because I left this little gradual bit here, I can get back up on the wall. And I'm going to go all the way around to the back side of the wall. This is just a little bit easier than jump building up and down all over the wall. Or trying to place these bits from down on the ground. It's much easier to do it from up the top. So I'm going to go pretty much to the back center of the wall. And then on each one of these things, these pillars, I'm going to put some kind of decoration. Maybe not on all of them. Some I might leave blank, but no, I think I'll do all of them. But working backwards is so much easier. This way, you don't trap yourself on top of something that you can't get off of, and it just, works a bit better. So this section here is only 2 blocks tall. What I want to do is make sure no mobs can get up through there. That's probably not good enough. Let me put staircase right there, facing this way. Also don't really want things like skeletons shooting at me through the wall. So that's why the stairs block it off, but it still gives it a bit of variety, so the wall's not just solid blocks the whole way along. Alright, that one. I'm already out of some out of cobblestone stairs. I didn't have very many to begin with. So I might go make some more actually shortly. The other thing with adding the slabs, I'll make sure that I add the slabs over on the incline part that I left, the little gradient slope. That way, once I finish this and get down, nothing else should be able to climb up on top of it. So by making it 1.5 blocks high, nothing should be able to jump up there, or aside from spiders. Although they never really climb over the wall, to be honest. That's just not a thing that really happens. Ooh. This obviously won't stop Enderman, but that's okay. So there, that one is now 1.5 blocks high. Nothing, including me, can get up there, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. We don't want mobs hanging out up on top of the wall. We want to keep them behind it, where they can't get me. So I need to make some more... Oh, not in there. I made one of those, didn't I? Cobblestone stairs and slabs. Do this. That should be enough. I'm out of wooden stairs, that's right. Oh, wrong one. Where did I put all the wood? Nope, that's... Oh, no. Let's make wooden stairs, that colour, and I think I had oak stairs, didn't I? So planks first. Oh, what have I done here? Nope, that's spruce. Let's do it this way so I don't make the wrong thing. And then oak stairs and dark oak stairs. I really want to get rid of that one fence. And let's keep going. Once I've got the wall topped off, I will come back out with some lanterns and we'll have a look at how we're going to position those. I didn't really make it to the center of the wall, did I? So I left myself a bigger gap on this side to fill in. That's okay. This is supposed to be the fun part. And yes, it does take, you know, quite a bit of extra time to do this style of wall and to build and decorate everything, and it's using a lot of blocks, a lot of time crafting, but that's what I like doing. That's what I enjoy a lot about Minecraft, is being able to be that creative with everything and not have to do just the same old thing every time. So this is what I'm doing. Alright, let's keep going. Just need to look at placing these as randomly as possible so that there's not two of the same thing right next to each other. So that one can have a fence. No, it can't because I'm standing on it. Some of the ones with fences, that's where I'm going to add the lanterns. Now if we had some scaffolding, that would be the easiest way to do this, but I don't have any of that. So I'm going to be using probably dirt and having to jump build a little bit to get the lanterns on. Oh no, don't go that way. I kind of want this one to face the other way, but it's not going to. That's okay. The more random it is, the better, really. That's, you know, my story and I'm sticking to it. So some of them have cobblestone slabs, so you won't even notice that the wall's been topped off. But trying not to put two of the same things next to each other. Except for maybe there. Let's put two of those just for something different. And a slab and that slab. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going and fill this wall, the top of this wall, just with literally random blocks in random placements. Excuse me. Then we'll have a look at it as soon as we're done. Oh no. I don't have any dirt. That's fine. Oh, actually, I need to put some support beams in. So, let's just throw one here so I can get back up. Just like that. I will add more support beams along the top, along the sides. What am I talking about? Once I'm done here. That's cute. Can't place fence. So we just want to vary the height, vary the colors, vary the texture. And you can also make this out of other blocks and other wood types. It just depends on the theme you're going for. You could theme it all the same or make it entirely weird. I don't know, it's up to you. These are just the block types that I like. I'm going to see if I can get that one to go in upside down. There we go. And then I'm going to pop some stairs on top of that. Because I haven't actually got any vines yet, I don't have any mossy cobblestone. I should run over to the swamp, but that's a bit of a hike. I'll see if I can find any a little closer. I'm definitely going to want mossy stones and mossy cobblestones and stone bricks for some of the buildings that I want to build. Stone brick will be the main theme for the buildings, with you know, accents and highlights and things like that in other stones. So smooth stone, we'll be using andesite because that matches with the smooth stone pretty well. And the stone bricks, of course. Just a bit of everything. So it gives it a more rustic, rundown look. But as you can see, it still looks pretty clean at the moment, which isn't what we're going for. So we're going to have to rough it up a little bit more, which is what the vines will help do, having the mossy cobblestone. And I may even add some stone bricks back to the wall later on when I've got some. I don't have any at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much the wall. And the sun's going down again. That didn't take too long, 2 Minecraft days, which I don't feel like that's a crazy amount of time, but some people might feel like that's a long time just to fence off a tree farm. And I have used a whole lot, probably nearly half of my cobblestone. Oh, I've got some andesite there and some stone. Tough. I wonder how that would look inside the wall. I think I'll leave it for now. But let's find some iron. I've got heaps and heaps. So I probably need 8. Let's do 10 lanterns for that area. That should light it up enough. Oh, we're going to get 11. That's fine. Let's have 11. And put those back. Still got a bunch of stuff. That doesn't go in there. I'm going to throw all this away. I'll keep these on me because I may just plant them somewhere. And we'll sleep and head straight back out again. Morning. Ooh, what is that? You know what? I've got a spyglass. Ooh, it is. Alright. I don't really want to die fighting those guys. I feel like I need probably an iron sword would probably be a better option. Oh, shoot, he's right there now. Well, that's alright. It might be a little bit easier fighting them from inside the house. Is that right, dude? Where are you? God, they make the creepiest noises. Hello? Come at me. I don't really want to go out there and find them. Where did they go? Did they despawn? I feel like they shouldn't have, but they just stopped making noise. Wow. Well, that was fun. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, well now I've got an iron sword. And I had a small panic attack for no reason because they're just gone, aren't they? Man. I was really looking forward to killing them. I'm so disappointed. Okay, so I need the spruce logs. I need some fences and some dirt. Just so I can pillar up and down to put the fences up and things like that. So I've got 11 lanterns. Oh, all of these have grown. Let's space them out pretty evenly. Now if we put them up too high, they won't cast enough light down at the ground, which is not ideal. So we'll try and keep them at a reasonable sort of level. Will that go there? Yes. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Alright, I don't like that, so I'm going to swap some of this out for unstripped, and we'll just make it a bit more random, a bit more rustic than that. Looks pretty good. And we'll get another lantern in over here. So that's 2. And I'm gonna have to jump. Oh dear. I always feel bad whenever I jump off something and it damages my armor. And we'll put another pillar in. These are just completely random. I'm not planning anything at all, as you can tell. Oh no! It's just not my lucky day, is it? Okay, we need something in here, but there is absolutely no fence in here at all. I might go on top of this double plank section. There we go. And there's a pillar there, so this one probably needs to go in here. And I might do... that makes it difficult, doesn't it? That was probably pretty silly. And I don't have my axe. Alright, that can stay there like that. You can just stay like that. I'll come back and strip it in a little bit. And we'll go up here. Like that. So I'm not putting them all along the wall. I do need some for the middle section to light that area up. This is very plain here, so another pillar, just a small one, and probably here as well. This is just a bit of a long wall section. I can see a blank spot over in this corner, so we're going to throw one in over here, just anywhere it looks like it needs one. It's like fake structure, because they're really not holding anything up at all, are they? And let's go in here. There we go. Now, lighting. So these are evenly spaced, so I can't really put one in the center there. And ideally I can make some paths. So I want one between these two sections so that the giant spruce is divided from the birch, so there'll be a path on that side, and then another one on this side that will divide dark oak, and I'll probably put the oak trees just in along here. So that's where the paths are going. Might make sense then to use the fences to divide these areas up just a little bit. And I may get my shears out and go and grab some leaves to make a bit of a hedge. But the fences are going to be good for putting lanterns on. So now I can pop one in there. And they'll section off the path really nicely too, I think. Do I have my shovel? Yes, I do. I need to leave enough room there to actually grow the oak, so we'll come in just one block, and then one there, and one there. And we're going to pop a lantern on that side, and then over on this side of the birch, we will build... Oh, no, that's fine. Let's go back there. That should still grow fine if I put it in there. And then, of course, not here, but we'll probably start from here. Not too close, so that they've still got room to grow. We just want to divide it a little bit. I like that. Just going to pop a lantern on this side and one on that side. This is all gonna go. I don't have an axe. I probably should just go make an axe. Let's go do that. Otherwise it will take forever to chop all that fence down. So 3, and I've got enough wood on me to make sticks, I think. Yes. Oops. Put that down. Now, one of my kids this morning was telling me how everybody on YouTube always crafts everything. They never use the crafting book, this section here, to craft anything when they're playing in Java. But it's just easier and faster so often, so I'm pretty lazy. Alright. We've got one more lantern, and there's not really much lighting right at the front here, so I think I will just curve this fence, what am I talking about? Fence just a little bit, just to sort of contain the birch. It's not really contained. And then I can put it there at the front, and we may put a little crafting area in here eventually. It's getting dark again already. Before the sun goes all the way down, I'm going to steal some leaves. Usually you can take like the bottom off a few trees without anybody noticing, but probably not off most of these. Just don't get dark yet, thanks. I'm really busy and I want to finish this before another day goes by. Oops, kind of mangled that tree just a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm going to get some birch as well. Just again for variation. I'm going to pop some torches up here just while I'm up here. And I think it's time to go sleep before... Woo! Damn it. I should fill that hole in. I don't need it there at all. Yes! I love it when it's time to sleep. Okay. So I've got a couple of decorative blocks, may even put some seeds in there to act like grass. Where is... Sorry, my voice is just going so bad. Some bone meal, that's what I wanted. And we're going to put just path blocks in for now. I will come back later on with some various other blocks to decorate the paths. At this point, we're just going to leave it with the actual path blocks. And then I think my favorite path style usually uses coarse dirt and sometimes podzol. I like to put gravel in it, depending on where the path is going and what area of the base it's in. If it was over near the water, I'd use some slabs, wood slabs and planks. Sometimes I'll chuck a bit of cobblestone in my paths. There are so many variations of paths that you can create though, so don't feel like there's, you know, one ideal path that everybody uses. That's absolutely not true. Everyone sort of has their own style. Some people have absolutely no style at all, but we won't talk about that. Alright, oak trees. Please don't grow too big and stupid. I don't like it when you do that. One there. I don't really need much oak, so I'm not going to go planting all of these saplings. but I will extend this along this fence line for now, just because I can. There's nothing else here yet. That'll do. And I got some bonus oak seeds. Oh god, I can't words today. So these just look a bit like hedges or bushes or, you know, whatever you want them to be. And that's what I'm using them for. You can go 2 high, you can go 1 high. I don't want to completely sorry. I don't want to completely block off one section from the next, so I am leaving gaps in between. These are purely for decoration. If you want to not do this in your tree farms, that's cool. If you think it looks pretty good, do it. I think that'll do for there. So I'm trying not to put them too close to the actual trees, otherwise the trees won't grow when we have to replant them. Just want to fill in some of the gaps in the fences. I love it. I love this. Better leaves. You get little flowers on some of the trees. There is another, I don't know what it's called, mod sort of thing that actually changes the color of some of the leaves, and you can get the orange birch leaves and stuff like that. I don't have it, but it's probably something I'll look at adding. I don't know if it works if you add it to an existing world, but you know, experiments. I just really love the variation instead of so much green. That is so much green. And half of those in there are birch trees. So if half of them were yellow and orange and red, I would be super happy. That would be extremely pretty. Okay, a couple more things left to do. Got a rose bush that doesn't really fit in over here, but I'm just going to throw it down anyway. That'll do. And I'm keeping most of the decorations on the sides of the paths, just to vary it, make it look a little better. And yes, you can plant seeds without water. Absolutely. They just grow really slowly. But that's fine. These aren't a food source. They're literally just there for decoration. So that's perfectly fine. The other thing you can do, if you want more beehives, there's a little trick that works in Java, and it does work in Bedrock as well. If you put a flower right next to a birch sapling or oak sapling, and when it grows, you've got an increased chance of actually spawning another beehive. A beehive, bee nest is the natural one called a bee nest. Look, I don't even know. I don't know what things are called. And I've got kids that call everything the wrong thing, so don't ask me the proper names of things. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. Plus, flowers look really great against the black and white and mixed in with the birch trees, so I'll put some other flowers in there later on. But for now, let's just throw down some bone meal, and there's some flowers. Let's move some of these around, because they don't spawn in the best locations, so let's just spread them out a little bit. And I might... Again, this is just extra. It's just decorations. If you don't want to do any of this stuff, don't. I just absolutely love decorating. And I thought rather than just doing it all and then showing you later, I'd show you the actual steps that I actually take while I'm designing and creating some of the decorations that I do. I will later on, as I mentioned in another episode, I will be adding some building videos onto my channel. They do take quite a long time to make. They're a lot more involved than just a Let's Play. And this Let's Play series is minute by minute. Every minute that I'm playing, I'm going to be recording. So there's a lot going on in this series. But for some of the bigger builds that I do, I will most likely be doing some standalone building videos that go with it. Some of them may be fast forward ones where you just have to watch along with pretty music. Some of them I will definitely be explaining exactly what I'm doing so that you can copy the builds if that's what you want to do. During the Let's Play videos, though, mostly this is just how I play. I do this when I play by myself. I do it when I'm not recording. I've done it in shared servers and shared worlds. I really like decorating. So it's not like an extra thing that I've done just for the video. My other worlds also look like this. It does bother some people because there's grass and leaves and stuff all over everywhere. And I waste a lot of time doing it, but I don't care. That's what I like doing, so that's what I do. But yeah, if you want to see some other building videos, definitely let me know in the comments and I will try to make some. Got one more piece of grass. What do I do with it? It can go right there in the center. And I will come back later on with hopefully some podzol and coarse dirt and just make those paths stand out a little bit. They're disappearing just a little bit into the background right now. And we will path our way over here super badly. But yeah, today I just wanted to show you the whole process that I go through when I'm decorating. From collecting everything, deciding where it's going to go, worrying about placement. This is a really organic sort of style that I'm going for. So if you like it more structured and you want straight walls and, you know, map out the floor plans of every single building before you even start building it, you can do that. That's perfectly fine. It's just not what I do. And yes, the sun is heading down again. It's almost at the 1 hour mark, so I might leave this episode here. I don't want to detract from the pretty building that I just did. Even though it's only a tree farm, you know, you can... That should be special too. Tree farms can be special. And I didn't want to build it one way and then have to rebuild it later on. So I've built it to the size that I need and walled it up in the way that I'm going to be walling the rest of my base as well. So as it grows and expands, I'll add doorways or, you know, gates into the wall to move from one area to the next. But the taller walls will be used to divide off the bigger farm sections. And then there will be smaller little wally parts inside the base, around the paths and things like that. I like variety. So as the sun is going down on, what number day is this? What day are we at? I should check that in just a minute. There it is, day 18. It's not too bad for 18 days. And look how pretty the tree farm is. It's got a bit of a glow from the lanterns. I may put some more, actually jack-o'-lanterns are great for putting in the paths, but I need to get some trapdoors then to pop over the top of them. In Bedrock, jack-o'-lanterns shine through half slabs, but in Java that appears to not be the case. So what I'd usually use for lighting would be a cobblestone slab on top of a jack-o'-lantern that's embedded in the path. Can't do that here. So I guess trapdoors would have to be the alternative, or putting pressure plates on top, but you can usually see pressure plates don't take up the whole top of the block, so you can usually see the orange really strong around the pressure plates, and I definitely don't like that at all. But yeah, final look. It's a mad tree farm. I think it looks really pretty, and I think when this other area is filled in with other buildings, and I do have plans for that. I did some actual planning between episodes. I think it's going to look great to have that in the background. So yeah, let's sleep, and I guess I'll sign off. This is going to be the end of the episode. If you like watching my videos, definitely give them a like, please. That really helps. If you want to see the next one, you should probably think about subscribing. That way you can get a notification like everybody else as soon as I upload a new one. And yeah, I guess that's all from me today. There's the tree farm in the daylight. Still looks spectacular. Alright, I'm out of here. Bye!